Hey guys, what's up? I'm Minji, and today I'm going to be talking about what I believe is the best PvE weapon loadout. This is a loadout that I am currently using every single day in every single activity. From just random patrolling the moon and killing nightmares, to doing nightmare hunts, to doing master nightfalls, to doing the raid. I personally believe that this loadout is one of the best, if not the best. Now again, there are many things that you can use. This is just an opinion, and I wanted to share it with you guys because it is a super fun loadout. So let's go ahead and jump right into the video. So first things first, the loadout is the Izanagi's Burden in the primary slot, the Recluse in the secondary slot, and the Wendigo GL3 in the heavy slot. Now some of these weapons may be blatantly obvious. Some of them you might be going, what the, really? So let's go ahead and jump right in. So obviously, let's just start off with the Recluse. Obviously, the Recluse is no secret. The Recluse is, in my opinion, by far the best primary ammo weapon in the game. What I mean by primary ammo is primary ammo, not special, not heavy, just purely primary ammo. It used to be hand cannons, but ever since the introduction of the Recluse, it's broken. Let's be real. It's very powerful. It almost makes everything else obsolete. The only time that Recluse can beat is when you're trying to fight something from range. That is when the Recluse falls off. But even on PC, it has insane range. So there's very few times where you're forced to not be able to use a Recluse. Now again, Recluse is not the only option if you don't have the Recluse, or if you don't want to go get the Recluse, that's fine. There are many other primary weapons. This weapon specifically is not a must, in my opinion, in the loadout. It is just my personal favorite and an obvious choice. You can use hand cannons, you can use pulse rifles, you can even try a scout or an auto if you really like. But again, I just think the Recluse is the best option in this slot. But let's go ahead and move on to the next weapon, which is my personal favorite, the Izanagi's Burden. Now, this sniper rifle was introduced a very long time ago. That's the crazy part. It was introduced in the Black Armory, and the way you obtain it was through a relatively long quest where you had to do a bunch of things with forges, and you had to do a Shattered Throne, and you had to have a special bounty, and tons of stuff, and we're not going to go into how to obtain it. I'm sure you can find how to obtain it online. But again, this is not a new weapon, but the reason why it is new to the meta is because snipers recently got a massive buff. So overall, snipers in PvE are significantly better. To give you specific numbers, sniper rifles got a 47% damage increase. That is a big buff. It is a massive buff. So this made sniper rifles very good. Now, what makes Izanagi's Burden so good is that it has a special perk where you can consume 4 bullets and turn them into 1 super bullet. And if you have the catalyst, the super bullet is stronger than normal. And this is extremely fun to use in PvE. You've probably seen me using it throughout this video, one-shotting yellow bars or just chunking them like crazy. Now, I want to move away from Izanagi's Burden for a second and move on to the Wendigo. Now, the reason why the Wendigo is in my heavy slot is for one main reason, and that reason is that the Wendigo comes with auto-loading holster. This perk allows your gun to reload while it's stowed, and this is a very good thing. And again, you can use other heavy weapons. I just like the Wendigo because it already has that perk. It also has its special perk where its damage increased by grabbing random orbs on the ground, which happens all the time because of Masterwork, and because of the archetype of this grenade launcher. Now, some of you may be thinking, wait, this archetype is good. Yes, this archetype is actually better than 150s, like a Swarm and stuff like that. And I'll tell you right now why. So this archetype does more damage per shot. And since you can't unload all of your bullets, you can only unload, what's in your magazine, because then you'd have to reload, and that's not the point of this build. You are doing significantly more damage with your magazine. Now again, I would like to reiterate that you can use other grenade launchers that have auto-loading holster. But this is just my personal favorite and part of my loadout. Now, the way that I use my entire loadout is when I find a big yellow bar or a boss, say Fogoth, say any of the nightmare bosses or the raid boss or whatever, I start every engagement by fully shooting all my 6 Wendigo shots. Now, I switched to my Igasanagis, and I use a super bullet shot, possibly a second one, and by the time I've shot my second one, I can go back to my heavy, and it's loaded. This allows you to use all of your heavy ammo and your special ammo, so you are doing mass amounts of damage, and it's super, super fun. Now, there are many other things that you can add to this loadout to make it super, super fun. You may have noticed me doing certain things in this video, like throwing a charge nade, putting down empowering rifts, stuff like that to buff my damage. I'm not really going to go into that because that is a whole nother group of things, but you can do lots of other fun things to make your damage even more fun. One last thing that I would like to talk about, if you do not have these weapons, there are other options. You can use other sniper rifles that have perks like triple tap or 4 times the charm, paired with firing line. That's another very good strong perk. You can use, like I said before, many other grenade launchers, especially if they have auto loading holster. But yeah, again, there are other many types of weapons and stuff that you can use for the meta. This is just something that I wanted to show you guys because I think it's super, super, super fun. But yeah, anyways guys, that is it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you have a chance to try this out and you love it, let me know. Tell me what kind of things you guys like to use, and if this is the kind of video that you guys would like to see more of, also let me know. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys have an awesome rest of the day, and I will see you guys later.